What's up, everybody?
Nothing much. Looks like we're all in full strength.
Yep, looks like we are. Sam, this is your week. You are leading this episode.
Yeah, all righty.
Take the reins.
All right, everybody, welcome to Hexproof from Ward, Season 2, Episode 22. Like to everybody, welcome here. And does anybody have any updating news for the previous week that I want to discuss?
Started watching or reading Dungeon Crawler Carl. Uh,
Hmm.
it's a very good. It's very good so far. I can see why a lot of people are reading that series. So, if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out.
Yeah. Over the weekend, I went to Chicago to check out the VNLs, which is like the Volleyball National League. Got to see Poland play against France and saw the U.S. take on Belgium. All really good games. Yeah, live volleyball. It's pretty fun to watch.
It's awesome. Coming from Ball State, home of the Ball State men and women's volleyball team, but the men's team was like really high ranked for a long time. Men's team's
Yeah,
super, super
yeah.
good. So is the
Also,
women's team, but
yeah, the hotel that we were staying at, a lot of the players were staying at that hotel too. So I saw like the tallest, probably the top 10 tallest people I've seen in my life, all within about like an hour span. It was, if you've never seen like a 7'1" person in person, uh,
yeah.
you're just like, wow, I've never I felt like a hobbit, not to get ahead of the episode too much, but like man, I felt like I was about to have to run back to my shire.
Yeah, I think the tallest person I've ever been real close to was Victor Wembanyama last year at Fanatics Fest. And yeah, you feel like a little baby, I feel like.
Mhm.
All right.
Well,
You want to say hi to
what we
everybody and
got?
then get
Oh,
moving?
yep.
Say hi, everybody.
What's
All
up?
right.
Oh, no, didn't want to say
Okay.
nothing.
Go help mom. Okay. So we'll see you guys later. Hold on. His leg was stuck on the headphones there. Okay, we're
No
good.
worry.
Go ahead, Sam.
So what we got? We've got a couple bullet points that we'll discuss today. We'll start with we've got MagicCon Amsterdam Secret Lairs. We're going to talk about the MagicCon stops for next year for 2027, along with the sets that are going to be released for 2027. And we will discuss some spoilers for The Hobbit and Reality Fracture, and we will do the deck build for the Oathbreaker that I have.
All right. You ready to get into it, Sam?
Yes, actually, if anybody else wants to kick off this, I know nothing of the Secret Lairs. I
I can talk about him. That's fine.
uh, take the reins on that by all
Yeah.
means.
All right. Here we go. So, this is from the Secret Lair, like drop calendar on Reddit. So, I think we lost Josh for a second here, but I'll go ahead and talk. So, um, we've got Their Magic is Limitless, which is a print to demand that we talked about last week. That's going on right now. And then we've got a three Stardew Valley Secret Lairs that are coming out on July 27th. We have the Hatsune Miku Commander deck that's coming out in August on the 10th. And then we have two Secret Lairs for the Hobbit that come out in August on the 17th. And then the Perfectly Normal Super Drop, which is eight different Secret Lairs, dropping on August 26th, which is we've got Marvel Pets, Marvel Romance, Marvel the Hulk, Marvel Dan Hip, which looks super cool, Lo-Fi Girl, um, Jean Luen Yang's featured artist Secret Lair, Robin Eisenberg's featured artists, and Ian Miller's featured artists. Then we have, sorry, excuse me. Um, we have the Masters of the Universe coming in September on the 14th. And then I'm not going to get into these leaked, rumored stuff. This was just the best place to kind of find that stuff. Um, and I'll make sure to have like a picture of each of those super drops because I couldn't really find a good photo of each one before we started working on the episode. So I'm excited for quite a few of those. A lot of people were kind of weirded out that they dropped the Marvel superhero set and didn't have a secret lair to go along with it. And I was like, well, it's probably just a matter of time before they do. And it was announced right then and there that they've got a whole bunch of them coming up. The romance books look kind of crazy. I don't know if you guys saw the romance Marvel superheroes secret lair that's happening, but those are kind of cool. Um, but yeah, there are some solid ones coming. I never played Stardew Valley. I heard it's like one of the most relaxing games that you can play. So having those cards to play with for people that are big fans of that game is pretty fun. And then the commander deck, the Hatsune Miku commander deck, that was actually shipped out on accident to a couple of people that got the Goblin
Mm.
deck. Kind of like how the Goblin deck got sent out when people ordered the one of the other Secret Lair commander decks that came out. So um, it's one of those things where they're sending out stuff on accident, where I think it just kind of how excited are people for this if this actually happens, um, which is we've seen the wrong cards be sent in for pre-release kits and being opened and things like that. So I don't know. It's a fun time that we're in. I think it's fun just adding more different ways to get people into the game that we all love. It's kind of crazy that we're kind of seeing universes beyond take over from like the actual in-universe stuff. But I mean, like we've said, Hasbro owns Magic, and Hasbro has to make money, and this is how they're making money. So it is what it is. You either like it or stop playing the game, okay? Not to quote Mark Rosewater, but we'll quote Mark Rosewater sort of. You either like it or get out. What don't you want?
Not my Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. See, even Keith's cat is very sad about it. She just
So sad. Pensive looking out the window.
Yeah. All right.
Like the
So
lo-fi girl.
That's yeah, the lo-fi girl. It's kind of funny because that's what a lot of people use to study. So it's kind of cool to see that become a secret layer too. It'd be fun if instead of like scratch and sniff, you pushed the card and it played some lo-fi music after you played the card or something.
But then it'd be like one of those holiday cards after a while. It just sounds like
Yeah.
absolutely like demented.
Yeah, you can't get it to turn off. It's like, oh my God.
And you could easily have it to where it's got the little copper ring on the like embedded in the card, like maybe if you have your phone over it and start playing
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah. All right.
But
What's
moving
next,
on,
Sam?
we have the upcoming MagicCon dates, locations, and what we're going to do is we have Detroit, February 26th to the 28th, Tokyo, Japan, May 14th to 16th, Las Vegas, it was for August 27th to the 29th, and then going back to Amsterdam on December the 3rd to the 5th.
Yeah, and they also have the Pro Tour limited uh schedule, and they've got a limited championship that takes place June 18th through the 20th in Minneapolis. I was kind of excited because that was the first ever MagicCon that we ever went to was uh in Minnesota, right, Keith? That's the one that we went
Yep.
to first. That was a fun
Yep.
road trip.
Not a long road trip.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
just a little bit. And then, are we also talking about the sets that were talked about? Or-
Yes, we also have they also previewed what we're going to have for February 5th. We have Noctis, the Sunken Realm.
Yep.
April 9th, they are going to have a Universes Beyond. We don't know what it is yet, but time will tell. June 4th, something that we have called out for since last year. We have Kamigawa Titan Breach.
Yeah, we want to be ambassadors for that one. Just go ahead and pick us.
Yeah, we called
Throw
it
that out there.
last year. Might as well give it to us. Then we got August 6th. We have another unannounced Universes Beyond.
Right.
And then October 1st, we have Zalfir.
Mhm.
which is the plane of existence that came back from being phased out or suspended in time during the March of the Machine.
Is that where Teferi's from?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we have November 19th, another unannounced Universes Beyond.
Nice.
I love that Teferi's plane was Teferi protected for years
Yeah.
and years, and then and now it became part of the game state again.
Yeah, that's kind of hilarious.
But their money's worth.
Yeah, this is a game changer for a reason. You can save your whole plane.
it's it's a yeah, it's a legitimate it legitimately changed the game forever by getting
Yes.
rid of where he's from. That's just crazy.
And there's only a
Um
couple ways to get around it.
yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, my mom made cucumbers and onions and stuff, and I haven't eaten dinner, so that's what's going on here. If you see me eating random stuff, that's what it is, okay? So don't make it weird.
Mhm.
I can make it weird if you want.
Okay, so you might. So this is the new Hexproof from Ward ASMR channel. So it's
I will lose it. I will lose it if I hear someone chewing.
Yeah, so we want to keep our host, so maybe mute yourself on the munches there.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
couldn't hear it. I could. It's no big deal.
But I think most excited Titan Breach, most excited convention is Tokyo. And if if I could make it happen, and I'd do it.
So I will. The one I'm most excited for is Detroit. I will absolutely be doing that one. That's too easy not to go to. So I will be
Oh yeah.
locking in on for Detroit.
I'm shooting for Tokyo as well.
If you can make Detroit happen, you got to go to Mom's Spaghetti.
I'm willing to do that.
All
So
right.
up next, we have a couple spoilers for Hobbit as well as Reality Fracture.
All right. We'll knock them both out. We're not going to go back and forth
Yep.
between these two. So we'll start out with The Hobbit. So what cards that were brought up are people most excited for? I'm excited that we're getting another Mox Amber. I know it's going to be a pain in the butt to try and get. Um, but it'll be cool.
I
Um,
like the Gollum riddle teller
riddle
or
me
whatever it's called.
this. Riddle Master?
Yeah.
Gollum Riddlemaster for 1 and a black. It's a 3/1 halfling horror. As Gollum enters, choose odd or even. 0 is even. When an opponent casts a spell with mana value of the chosen quality, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Put a +1/+1 counter on Gollum. Each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Draw a card. That
Supper
is a
for
good one.
Spiders, also crazy.
Which one is
But
it? Suffer for
it's just to
Spiders?
the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 and a black, an instant. Put onto the battlefield under your control all creature cards in your opponent's graveyards that were put there from the battlefield this turn. They are food artifacts with pay 2, tap, sacrifice this artifact, you gain 3 life.
Pretty cool.
That's crazy.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yep. I think the something I'm excited for is the Thorin Oakenshield. I love a good uncommon commander.
What color is that?
He's a Boros.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, then you get a sample of the new mechanic storied. If you control 3 or more artifact, legendaries, and or sagas, you have enduring story for the rest of the game. And as long as you have enduring story, artifacts and creatures you control have Ward 1.
That's so
So
good.
that's a
Yeah.
really cool, just like passive benefit ability. And again, I'm a sucker for a good low to the ground Boros uncommon commander. That might be something I throw together.
Yeah. I could see that. Um, wow. I read that card completely wrong. Um, I'll just go ahead and say it. I thought this said the Chief Wang. Okay. I was like,
Mm.
wow, that's going to be a fun card. The Chief Warg, 2 a black and a green, is a legendary creature wolf, 3/3 with menace, and it has ferocious. Whenever you attack while you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you draw a card and lose 1 life. It's not the Chief Wang, but someone could alter it. Oh, look at this Thorn Oaken Shield there, Josh.
Yeah,
Probably a
like
scene
the
card.
art's gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah. I really like, I can't remember what these treatments are called, but I like those, and then I like
A
the book
fairy
covers
tale
too.
or
Yeah, the
something,
book
whatever it's
frames are
Yeah.
called.
cool.
Yeah.
Real quick,
Yeah, Josh.
a detail for fans. If you look at the red dragon scale treatment on the red cards, you'll
Oh
notice
yeah.
that on the left, you notice a little something missing there, a little one
A
scale
little
short.
weak spot.
Yeah,
A weak spot Smaug.
a little spicy reveal there.
Eli's losing his mind. There is a bounty out for the Smaug the Magnificent all gold card. So if you get that, it's like $25,000 or something like that is what it is.
I love the Thorin art because he's like also pondering his orb.
Pondering his
Not that
orb.
one. This one.
Which one? Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
These are
The
really cool.
Arkenstone.
Yeah, I think those are really cool. Any other cards we want to go over on the Hobbit? We'll dive deeper into the Hobbit a little bit closer to the release, and then if anybody does pre-release, we'll talk about how the pre-release goes.
I don't have one that I want to see.
Mhm.
I have one that I don't want to see ever.
Like at the
It is
table if somebody plays with it.
yes, it is something of Old Lake Town. It's a black card.
Let's see.
The Master of Lake Town.
Yeah.
The Master of Lake Town, 1 and 2 black, is a 3/2 human advisor with Death Touch. Whenever a player loses life, that player mills that many cards. When the Master of Lake Town dies, draw a card for each graveyard with 7 or more cards in it.
Yeah, we don't
Ooh.
care about the second ability, but the fact that just losing life, you also lose library. Sickening. Hate it.
That I feel like that should be a black and blue card. It just being straight up black is kind of crazy. Yeah, Josh.
So I like it'd be silly to have this with like also the replacement effect from like I think it's like the something like Death Angel from the new Capenna set where like instead of taking damage you can mill that many cards and then you can I just kind of choose how that stacks to
Angel
be
of
like
Suffering.
yeah, Angel of Suffering. So it's like an Angel of Suffering effects. You can kind of apply it to yourself or uh yeah, it'll be interesting. I like that. These cards that Sam doesn't like kind of make the wheels in my head turn a little bit. So,
It makes me like them more.
but there is a mechanic I did want to shout out. Something I like is the what they're giving the blue-white humans, the Azorius humans.
Yeah. What is it?
You benefit from drawing your second card, and then they also give you setup for starting for drawing your second card.
Like Bard King of Dale. If you
Yeah.
would draw a card, except for the first one you draw on each of your draw steps, draw 2 cards instead. If one or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead.
Yeah, so that's like really strong. Also, like it works really well with like a lot of the recently printed cards. It works well with like Black Panther. I have a Quain deck from back in the day that he would love to live in.
That's
So
a fun deck. Yeah.
yeah,
Bard
so
the
definitely
Bowman's another good one. Whenever you draw your second card, +1/+1 counter on target creature, it gains lifelink until end of turn.
yeah. So drawing the
Yeah.
second card strategy is getting a lot of gas. So that's fun to see.
I like
Also, there was a red Gandalf down there, and that's just crazy.
Gandalf the Red. Yeah.
We have furious, monstrous red Gandalf
Gandalf Goblin's
slaying some
Bane.
goblins. Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to read. Okay, so he has Flame Shape, 1 and a red, an adventure attached to him. Look at the top 2 cards of your library and exile them face down for as long as they remain exiled. You may play them if you control a wizard. And then his regular ability is whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Gandalf gets +1/+1 until end of turn and deals 1 damage to each opponent. That's pretty cool.
So
Yeah.
another adventure set.
All right.
Yeah, cool.
If we want to move on to Reality Fracture.
Yeah,
All right. This Coke Zero is making me burp a lot, so I apologize to all of our listeners.
Oh no.
all the
Ooh.
burps, none of the calories.
Exactly. All right. So these borderless planeswalkers just look absolutely
Those Jaces are cool. I haven't seen those
sick.
yet.
Yeah.
He looks crazy.
Garrick looks so cool. The Veiled Butcher, like, come on. That's just such a good name.
Okay, real quick. Okay, so in the
Nope.
essence of time,
Yeah.
you have to choose a favorite, and we only talk about your favorite of the spoiled cards here. What is it for people?
I'm excited about Liliana. I know she's not a planeswalker in this set. Um, and okay, I'm sorry, but I also like Stingcaster Mage, just because it's a red Snapcaster Mage. So Liliana the Faultless is the white side of Liliana. Or actually, I found out these are different cards. So you will have a chance of getting the white card and the black card for Liliana. Same with all the planeswalkers. It's not dual sided cards, which is what I thought at the beginning. So sorry about that. Liliana the Faultless is the white one. Legendary creature, human cleric, 1/1. Whenever another creature or planeswalker you control enters, you gain 1 life. Pay 1, tap, discard a card, target another target creature or planeswalker you control gains hexproof until end of turn. And then Liliana the Repentant, 1 and a black. Human Warlock 2/2. Whenever another creature or planeswalker you control enters, mill 2 cards, exhaust 5 and a black. Return target creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a +1/+1 counter on Liliana. Activate only as a sorcery. And then Stingcaster Mage. If you don't know what Snapcaster Mage does, Stingcaster Mage, 1 and a red, 2/1. Human Wizard, haste. When this creature enters, target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback until end of turn. The flashback cost is equal to its mana cost, which is the same exact thing that Snapcaster Mage does, but it's blue. Yeah, Josh.
So, I knew you were gonna beat me to Liliana for the most like your favorite card, but I did want to shout out some of the black one.
Okay.
Is whenever another creature or planeswalker you control enters, you mill 2 cards. I need this for my Sidisi Brood Master
Mm-hmm.
deck because
Mm-hmm.
every zombie that enters going to mill 2, make more zombies. I might mill myself out making zombies with her in Sidisi, so I need this card for that deck, and I
Mm-hmm.
am going to windmill slam it into that deck the second I get my grubby little mitts on it.
Yeah. All right. Whatever.
Also,
What's
they
everybody else
have
excited for?
prepared spells again because this is like Bizarro Silver or Strixhaven.
Yep.
What's the school called if it's not Strixhaven?
It is called. Oh no, that's a good question. Google it.
They
Give
already
it a
gave the
quick
names
Google.
for them. See, the
Uh,
card that I'm most excited for is Crater Claw Colossus.
yeah, Crater
That's
Hoof in red.
insane.
Yes. But instead of creatures, it's artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's the exact same thing.
but it's like just as good as Craterhoof, maybe even better. Okay, maybe not better, but it's pretty freaking good. Oh, it's called Hexhaven.
Hexhaven, that's what it is. Yeah. This art for Crater Crawl Colossus from
Yeah, that one's cool.
I can't read that name.
It's like
Yeah.
reminiscent of Trogdor.
Yeah,
Oh
but
yeah,
now it's an
that's a good call.
artifact and it's not legendary. You can like copy it, do all kinds of other nonsense, bring it back a million times.
Crater
Yeah.
Crater
This
wasn't the
Stingcaster
OG.
Mage where it's just like ripping people's teeth out of their faces
It's
is
regular Craterhoof, not
crazy.
legendary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think the Crater Hoof or Crater Claw Colossus is going to be a huge fan favorite. It's going to be a chased
Oh,
card.
yeah.
Everyone, any red deck's going to want that. My Calamity deck wants that. Also, I have that Calamity deck in paper now, so everyone
Yeah.
be scared.
Yeah, let's go.
Bring it over on Saturday. I want to see it.
I will.
Heck yeah. All right, what's everybody else excited about?
Yeah.
Keith?
I looked at Hobbit and Star Trek. I didn't know we were supposed to look at this, but
Okay.
I
Well,
like
then
the
do we
Crater
want to
Hoof, I
move
guess.
on to the
Crater
deck
Claw.
build? The fact that there's a giant tiny bones called Titan Bones is funny to me.
That's adorable.
Um, yeah.
Okay,
Titan Bones.
Okay,
So-
are we gonna move on to the deck build? You ready,
I
Stan?
believe so.
Sure, why not?
Here we go. Something peculiar is happening here.
Yep.
What's happening?
What we have for an Oathbreaker build. For our Oathbreaker, we have Elminster, which is from Baldur's Gate.
Mhm.
3 in a white blue, 5 loyalty. Whenever you scry, the next instant or sorcery spell you cast this turn costs X less to cast, where X is the number of cards looked at while scrying this way. I had to look it up. It does stack. So like if you scry 2 and then scry 2, the next spell will cost 4 less.
Hmm.
Oh shoot.
So you +2 to draw a card and then scry 2, and then -3, exile top card of your library. You create a number of 1/1 blue fairy dragon creature tokens with flying equal to the card's mana value.
Elminster can be your commander, by the way.
Yeah. And then our signature spell, we have Mathemagics, which is the XX 3 blue, 2 blue, damn it,
2 blue.
2 blue, and target player draws 2X cards.
So you better be good at math,
Yeah.
fellers, ladies.
So as you can see, Elminster will make the X spell cheaper. Keep doing it to people.
Not all done yet, buddy. All right.
So for
Planeswalkers.
Planeswalkers, we've got a Johnny, Strength of the Pride. 2 and 2 white, 5. +1, you gain life equal to the number of creatures you control, plus the number of Planeswalkers you control. -2, create a 2/2 white cat soldier creature token named a Johnny's Pride Mate with whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on a Johnny's Pride Mate. And then for 0, if you have at least 15 life more starting than your life total, exile a Johnny and each artifact and creature your opponents control.
Ooh, gross.
Next, we have Gideon, Ally of Zendikar. 2 and 2 white, 4. +1 until end of turn. Gideon becomes a 5/5 human soldier ally creature with indestructible that's still a planeswalker. You prevent all damage that will be dealt to him this turn. 0, you put a 2/2 white knight ally creature token on the battlefield, and then for -4, you get an emblem with creatures you control get +1/+1.
Okay.
Next, we have Jace, the Mind Sculptor. 2 and 2 blue, 3. +2, look at the top card of target player's library. You may put that card at the bottom of that player's library. 0, draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. -1, return target creature to its owner's hand. And then -12, exile all cards from target player's library. Then that player shuffles his or her hand into his or her library.
Nice.
And then the last one we have Mordenkainen, a 4 and 2 blue. At 5, loyalty. +2, draw 2 cards and put a card from your hand on the bottom of your library. -2, create a blue dog illusion creature token with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to twice the number of cards in your hand. Then -10, exchange your hand and library, then shuffle. You get an emblem with you have no maximum hand size.
Ooh, your hands can be as big as you want your hands to be. Show
So
me your
for creatures, let's see. You have Spellkite off my list. Spellkite for 2, it is 0/4 horror artifact creature. It has a Phyrexian blue, which you either pay a blue or 2 life. Change a target of target spell or ability to Spellkite.
Okay.
Next, we have Chronozoa. 3 and a blue, 3/3, flying, an illusion with vanishing 3. If you didn't know what vanishing is, it enters with into play with 3 time counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, you have to remove a time counter from it. Then when you remove the last one, you have to sacrifice it. But when Chronozoa is put in the graveyard from play, if it had no time counters on it, put 2 tokens into play that are copies of it.
Okay.
We have Cryptid Annelid. It's 3 and a blue, 1/4. When it comes into play, scry 1, then scry 2, then scry 3.
Wow.
Then we have Michiko Kanda, the Truth Seeker. 3 and a white, 2/2. Whenever a source an opponent controls deals damage to you, that player sacrifices a permanent. And then we have Siani, Eye of the Storm, 3 and a blue, 3/2, flying. Whenever Siani attacks, scry X, where X is the number of tagged creatures with flying. Next, we have sorceries. We have Prosperity. Prosperity. X and a blue. Target player draws X cards. We have Brain Geyser. Same thing, but it's X blue blue. Target player draws X cards. We have Finale of Glory. X and white white. You create X 2/2 white creature tokens with vigilance. Then if X is 10 or more, also create X 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance. Then we have Mass Manipulation. 2X and then 4 blue. Gain control of X target creatures and/or planeswalkers. And we have Ugin's Insight, 3 and 2 blue. Scry X, where X is the highest converted mana cost among permanents you control, then draw 3 cards.
Looks like he's about to have a rap battle with Ugin.
And then we have, for instance, we have Icy Blast, X and a blue. Tap X target creatures, and then as Ferocious, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap step. And we have Secure the Wastes, X and a white, create X 1/1 white warrior creature tokens. We have Debt of Loyalty, it's 1 and 2 white, regenerate target creature, gain control of that creature. Then we have Diviner's Portent, or Diviner's Portent. Yeah, that way. X and 3 blue, instant. You roll a d20 and add a number of cards in your hand. Between 1 and 14, you draw X cards. Within 15 plus, you scry X, then draw X.
Nice.
And then that's okay. We have White Sun Zenith. It's X and 3 white. You put X/2/2 white cat creature tokens into the battlefield, and then you shuffle the White Sun Zenith into the owner's library. We have one artifact so far, and it's a Robe of Stars. It's a 1 and a white, equip 1. Equip creature gets +0/+3, and it has astral projection. It's a 1 and a white, equip creature phases out. And we have the enchantment Oath of Jace, 2 and a blue. When it enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards. At the beginning of your upkeep, scry X, where X is the number of planeswalkers you control.
Nice.
And then we have 13 islands and 13. So, have
So,
fun.
okay.
What's the plan for this deck? We're just scrying and
We'll need some blockers, some creatures, obviously. But yeah, scrying to make some of our X spells cheaper, to make bigger.
So, one thing that I noticed is like how strong our commander's ability is, where we can just like make fairies blockers.
Fairies.
Yeah. So, uh, with that in mind, and that's based off of exiling the top card of your library, and then you get that many off of its mana value, and you can do that when it enters. I feel like we want an option to help us if we have like a big costed thing in our hand and we want to guarantee it. So I was thinking Ponder as an instant, because then you get a return 1 to the top from your hand, and and then Ponder is a you may shuffle effect.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Uh,
I think a fun card for this one would be
Doesn't
just because he makes
wait,
stuff.
wait. So no, I think Keith pulled out something that I wasn't thinking.
doesn't Brainstorm scry, or which one of those scries and then draws? Because
Oh, that'd be better. Yeah, replace Ponder with Brains.
Brainstorm.
No, that's not Brainstorm. It's
okay, yeah, something else.
Draw 3 cards and put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library anymore.
No, I do like that one better than Ponder for that though. I do like Brainstorm because then you set it up. That's what I wanted. Okay, Brainstorm instead of Ponder. I got the wrong one, so appreciate you.
The best Brainstorm in there.
Master Splinter having a brain blast like Jimmy Neutron. There, that's what it's all about.
Got a blast. I was thinking, speaking of Brainstorm, what about Storm Herd? It's a fun one.
I guess it's tokens.
Yeah, so for 8 and 2 white, create X/1/1 white Pegasus creature tokens with flying where X is your life total. If you can have him pop off and make it cost like next to nothing to play that, you could have like a crap ton of, you could just poop out a whole bunch of Pegasi right away, Keith.
Or if you minus him and you hit that, you get a bunch of fairies. So you really can't lose either direction there.
Exactly.
Keith,
some like have something.
Yeah, it was preordained. Preordained scry 2, then draw a card. But that's fine. Everything's
Well,
fine.
I think that's a good effect to have
Do
redundancy
we
of.
want to have a big spell that we could profit off of Elminster's negative?
I think
There's
Nathan picked
quite
one.
a
We can
few.
absolutely use another though.
Well,
There's a lot of EX
just for
spells.
giggles, we could just use Draco.
Say
Like the
Draco,
rapper?
Eraco.
just Draco.
16 mana.
Um,
Obviously, we don't want to play him, but draw him, put him on top of the library, exile it, get 16 dragons.
So
That's
something I
yeah,
thought
how does that
would be
work?
nice was just
Fairy Dragon.
Oh, exile top card.
yep, something I thought would be good to just have like passive scry and then also like a good strong creature sometimes is Thassa, God of the Sea.
Yeah.
Okay, we definitely need a decent amount more creatures.
We need creatures because I know that we're gonna poop out some tokens, but sometimes if we can't poop out the tokens, we're gonna be
So
arms wide
I know
open.
Hilda of the Icy Crown has one of her modes is a scry ability, and I saw some tap in here already, so we could add a little bit more tap to um kind of protect our board state if you guys were interested in pushing that. But if that's not the direction Sam wants to go, we can scrap that and take the creatures a different direction.
Well, we got to have something, to kind of slow somebody down or anything like that.
Oh my
The main
gosh,
thing
this
is
card
is,
is
be, is being
gross.
able to just scry as much as possible, and then all those spells that we have that are X and whatever to just profit off of it.
I
Yeah,
found
so like
it.
the third ability is scry to then draw. So of if we can tap things down, so there's ways to do that. Like honestly, even like her artifact, her crown, the icy crown or something like that. Let me double check.
Well,
Um,
we could have one card that will combo with Chronozoa.
what was that?
Solemnity. Solemnity.
Oh,
Spelled solemn.
Yeah.
EMN.
Basically makes it, everything but planeswalkers can't have can't receive counters.
My boy.
oh yeah.
So basically, you have that out, play Chronozoa. It enters with 0 counters. Well, you won't sacrifice him, but he'll die. It'll die, and then you'll get 2 more, yada, yada, yada. So you wouldn't have to
Um,
wait.
Have you guys seen Extract Power?
No.
No.
This is kind of
More
gross.
power.
It might not be as great as I think it is, but for 5 and a blue, it's a sorcery that says look at the top card of each player's library, then exile those cards face down. You may play them without paying their mana cost for as long as they remain exiled. So if
uh,
you hit like good stuff out of when you're playing against 3 different people, you get to just play those for free for paying 6. That's crazy.
And
And
it
with
could be
your
potential cheaper.
yeah, it could be way cheaper.
um,
That's
yeah. So
Josh, if you
unless
hate it, we can get rid of
no,
it.
no, I was gonna say cut Hilda Crown of Winter because we don't have enough. The direction we're going, we're not gonna have enough other things tapping to make it worth it.
Okay. Yeah, we
Um,
do
I
need
think,
more creatures. I'm
yeah,
sorry. I just saw that sorcery and
we need to trim down on
Do
instants and
we want to be
sorceries.
evil?
well, yeah, because we're at
sure.
56 cards and we've got 7 creatures. So
Hold on. Hold on.
We need like 20 something creatures. We do have
that
some
that could be too
token
many because I
generation.
mean we've got ways to make tokens. 20 is too many, but yeah,
Yeah,
we're
like
gonna be hurting if we.
I mean, like our guy passively makes them, but I think like if we find things that benefit flyers, like pumps flyers or something like that, that might be fun.
Well, for
We
starters,
should
I
run
have
Iona Shield of Emeria.
Iona.
Since this is Oathbreaker, she's not banned. It's a 6 and 3 white, 7/7 flying. As she enters, choose a color. Your opponents can't cast spells of the chosen color.
Oh,
That's gross.
I think she is banned.
Not an Oathbreaker.
Nope, she would be red if she was banned.
Oh,
She's not
wild.
banned.
How about Inez, the Gale Force? Uh, yeah.
Inya?
Yeah, so this is a
Oh,
fun
that's
one.
great.
It's on, yeah. So it's a Dijon, 3 and 2 blue. Attacking, you can pay 2 and split Azorius. Attacking creatures with flying get +1/+1 until end of turn. Also, whenever 3 or more creatures you control with flying attack, each player gains control of a non-land permanent of your choice controlled by that player to their right. So it's a good way to be like, I'm gonna get your planeswalker. You're gonna get a random dragon spirit and this, that, and the other. So we will always be benefiting. Also, another way to benefit off of top a creature that benefits top deck is Errant and Giada, Errant. Um, One in Azorius for a human angel, flash flying. Look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast uh, spells with flash or flying from the top of your library.
Nice.
And just because I love being evil, we could also throw Grand Arbiter. Augustin. The filthy one. Augustin the Fourth. Makes our spells cheaper, makes everybody else's stuff cost 1 more. And it's a decent blocker.
Keat.
Hermes, Overseer of Elpis. Hermes, Hermes.
Now we have 26 lands. I have no problem taking a couple
Yeah, we
lands
can
out.
go down to 24 for sure. Hermes, legendary creature, 2/4. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 blue burb with flying vigilance, and then whenever you attack with 1 or more birds, scry 2.
Oh, that's really good. I like that a lot. Like thinking of the lands, I do think we should put in the Azorius Temple. Just because I don't usually like lands that are tapped, but this would just passively give us a scry effect and fix our mana. So
Yeah.
in this weird instance, I kind of like it, but I don't usually like lands that are tapped.
The blue castle would work pretty well too.
Castle Locklane.
Vantris. Castle Vantris, VAN, I think.
Yeah.
Is it right? Yeah. Okay. Expensive, but it works.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, there we go. We get some utilities out of our lands that way. I like that a lot.
Remove 1 more blue island. I feel like we've got more white heavy pips. I could be wrong.
I have
way wrong.
You're wrong.
a lot of blue.
So get one of those planes out of here. We're barely using them.
Yeah.
I think we need to look at our instants and sorceries and
You
maybe...
could probably get rid of the artifact Robe of Stars, unless we want to, keep one of our creatures safe.
I think it's more of our. I think our commander general is going to keep itself safe once we get 1 drop of the Bay effect. I think we need to keep in mind that our Oath Keeper Oathbreaker Keeper Breaker Roger he is going to be creating a ton of the fairies to protect himself. So I don't know if we necessarily need more creatures or anything like that. I kind of think we have a decent balance with the cards that we have. Yeah.
How many mass token generators do we have? There's also like 38. 4 or 5 draw X cards. Maybe one of those could go. A big draw X could be like a
we have the magics.
Play.
Yeah, we have the magics in our zone.
Get rid of Brain Geyser then because it costs 1 more mana.
Yeah, we have that. We have access to that regardless, so we don't need to find it a second time. So I like this.
Well, we're at 59 cards now, so
59. I'm still looking at scry stuff. We have card draw.
Honestly, maybe
totally do the archetype where we get flying, nobody else can have flying.
Oh yeah, the archetype of ingenuity.
That one.
Yeah, if we could.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Or archetype of imagination.
Ooh.
Poop.
You said Siani.
Sorry, is imagination, yeah.
Siani.
Dude, I like double checked it on my phone real quick, and there's like the thirstiest altar that came up. I was like, oh God, why?
Creatures you control have
I'll save that
flying.
for later.
Someone used their imagination on that one. Can't show it on the channel, but use Google if you want to see it. But it's like, why is that on the main page? Dear
Wubba lubba
God.
dub dub. All right. How do we feel? Do we wanna do some hands real catch these hands real quick? Wow.
Can't see his
Wow.
hands.
Wow.
I mean, we could we could always swap out like
It really
planks
wants
or
us to play Draco. I did not. If you not notice that card was an
He's
opening
in
hand,
like every
well,
hand.
like
I mean,
80%
Yeah.
of the
yeah.
hands.
Yeah, so there we go. Is this what you wanted your baby to look like, Sam?
Chaotic, love it.
Okay, cool.
All right. What themes do we have in here, folks?
Azorius.
Woo. Birthing pod.
I'd say it's casual.
I think there's some feel bad cards in here for it to be casual. You don't put Grand Arbiter in a deck and keep.
So you're saying
Why?
it's also good stuff, Josh?
I would say it's more good stuff than it is casual. I think there's some feel bad cards in here, which is fine because Sam said he wanted to be evil. You're allowed to be evil. It just like
you could be casually evil.
I do
you
flying
know,
too.
I mean, we've got no counter spells in this deck. I hope you know that. There's not a single one. So even
So
if
you're
we get
saying
Grand
there's-
Arbiter out,
So you're seeing some help wanted needed. This deck.
I'd
It'll
say it's
be a
mid
miracle
range.
if you win. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
I'd probably say mid-range. All
mid range for
depends
sure.
walkers.
Mid range.
We could say it's Super Friends because we have quite a few planeswalkers in it.
Yeah.
It's webcam friendly. And
X spells.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Was
True.
Scry on there at all?
Mathemagics
No.
as a signature is crazy.
All right. What is your description?
I'm surprised they didn't ban it for Oathbreaker or something.
Should we just put what it is ain't exactly clear?
Make your opponent scry
Hmm.
or something like that.
That's a good
Scry. Your opponent's
Well, you're
supposed-
not making your opponent scry though.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like scribe.
Make them scram.
I don't know.
Get out of here.
Scry, baby. Shout out.
Hands to the scry.
Reach your hands to the scry.
About I don't know.
Turns out it really wasn't that peculiar.
It was just mean.
Mhm.
How about just turns out it's just mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
My kitty wants to touch the screen. Stop it.
Stop, kitty. All right. Stop the share. Okay.
Yes,
That's what we got.
Oathbreaker.
Sam, your
So-
deck is built. Keith, you are up next.
Yeah, I have a little bit to tune it. I built it today because I thought I was today.
Nice.
We
Look
also
out.
want to talk about what's upcoming this weekend. Nathan, want to give any updates on that?
Yes. Nathan can give updates on that. 1 second.
Oh,
We're doing a lot of screen sharing in this episode, folks.
get out of here.
All right. Not that
Get
you can
outta
see it if you're
here,
listening to
kitty.
this podcast on
My
Spotify.
little
Thank you for
baby.
listening on Spotify.
Yeah.
So our inaugural Gathering for Good, the first part will take place on Saturday, July 25th from noon to 9. If you're interested you are in the Indiana, kind of middle of Indiana area, and you're interested in coming to partake and hang out, let us know. But we're going to be doing, everybody that comes to play is going to be bringing in non-perishable food items to donate to the local food pantry. and then we're going to jam games, raising money for Second Harvest Food Bank, which is an East Central Indiana food bank based out of Muncie, Indiana, but they serve, the whole East Central Indiana area. So we've got a QR code that you can scan, and we're just going to kind of raise some money. And like I said, this is the very first part of the Gathering for Good because some of the food banks around here aren't open on Saturdays, and they only do like the first Saturday of the month. So we're going to get together on one of those Saturdays and volunteer for a couple hours, fill boxes, do whatever is needed to make sure that we are doing some good. That was our plan, to do it kind of all in one day, and I didn't realize that they're not open every Saturday. So that's my bad, and we will fix that. We'll make sure that we're going to do that. We also have some other ways of raising money, and I am waiting for those to come in. And once those come in, then we will let everybody know what it is. But yeah, so this Saturday from noon to 9, jamming games, doing good stuff, helping out our community. So that's the plan.
Yippee.
Yeah.
And that's
I
our
like
first
what
one.
we got. Everybody like what we talked about. The deck
Yeah.
seemed okay-ish. It might seem a little chaotic at times, but I think it could prove problematic.
Yeah.
All of them are pretty cool so far. I like that one too. I really want to play an Oathbreaker game.
Yeah, that's the plan. Once we finish
know.
this fourth week, we're going to be
need to
jamming
try
some
it.
Oathbreaker. We got to find like a digital way to play. So
Yeah.
Go ahead, Keith.
The following week, July 30th to August 2nd in Indianapolis, Indiana is Gen Con.
Yes. I'm going to
Be
be
there.
in California for Dancing with the
Square.
Stars Con. So
Wow.
I will not be in town for Gen Con.
I
Yes,
will be
Josh.
at Gen Con, so if you see me, say hi.
Yeah.
Let's go. I've never been.
All righty. Well,
How many hot
does
dogs
this
you can eat?
episode resolve?
I believe it does.
I think so.
All right. Till next time.
Yep,
See you,
it
everybody.
resolves. Bye.
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 Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Hexproof from Ward. If you liked what you heard, you can continue to listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can watch us on YouTube. You can give us a follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky. We'll see you next week.